Now, if we rewind to even the first term of year 12, or the first couple of terms, which people watching may have just done, or maybe you're watching this and you're right before the HSC, but we'll start back there. What did a day look like for you when you got home from school? How did you do it then? Was it 2 subject focus even then? And how many hours would you say on average you were studying per day? And where was the majority of your attention focused on in terms of subjects?
I like to tell people, in the first half of year 12, like really try to enjoy it. Don't get bogged down too much with like excess studying and all of that, because you're going to kind of need that in the end. And also you want to enjoy your time, right? So I found that, especially, that first half, it wasn't, it was a pretty chill time. Like I enjoyed it. So in terms of when I come home from school, the focus was more to do on homework. And, for example, maths, like every day finishing the set of homework that we learned in school, right? Or just like specific homework questions maybe that our teacher had asked us to do. And I used to keep the weekend more for, if I hadn't completed my notes for the week, because I also used to do notes after school, then the weekend would be the time to catch up on that week's notes, or work on assignments. If there was an assignment due, that would be the time I would start or really get into an assignment, spend a good day maybe, or half a day just doing a good chunk of an assignment. So yeah, routine in terms of the first half of year 12 wasn't so much like, the two, it wasn't the same as I think the lead up to the HSC. It was more chill, and it was more focused on, getting your homework done, writing up the notes, because by the end you already have all your notes. The whole thing is about memorizing and past papers. So it's a very different, I think, ball game, those two halves of year 12. And
Okay, so that's good advice. But it sounds like you were a more consistent studier and you didn't leave things till
yeah,
the last minute before each assessment. Would that be fair to say?
for sure. No, that's definitely something that I missed. Consistency is key. So instead of leaving all the notes till before trials and before HC, I had completed basically, if it wasn't every 1 week, it was at least by every second week, like completing that content. And if not, right, because by the end of the term you get a really busy assessment period, using the holidays then to catch up on the notes from the last couple of weeks. So making sure that by the end you really have caught up on notes, and really having that, like, I think that is one of the key things in year 12, because you don't want to leave it to the end, because not only will you be stressed to write the notes, but you also won't have the time that you need to really memorize them and go into details. So I think consistency 100% is key.